I was dealing with this. Throughout my whole. Well, I had people jealous of me throughout my whole career before a professional.
I had to always remind Tank, Floyd is Floyd, but you're Gervonta Davis.
That's right.
Like, I gotta do that.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh,
he was going at me. He was going at.
Things got heated fast when Floyd Mayweather and Gervonta Davis traded sharp insults during a tense press conference, making the situation even worse. The boxing legend and his former protege went back and forth in a fiery exchange that showed just how much distance has grown between them. Both men openly criticized each other, revealing clear frustration and resentment. Mayweather addressed the issue of jealousy, saying he has faced it his entire career and sees it as part of the game. Their ongoing conflict continues to intensify, highlighting how complicated and strained the relationship has become between the former mentor and the fighter he once guided.
I was dealing with this. Throughout my whole. Well, I had people jealous of me throughout my whole career before a professional. Jealousy comes with the territory. I sell an arena out every time, and I say to myself, y'all people not tired? Y'all done been here 50. We done sold the arena out 50 times, and y'all keep coming up short. We could do it 50 more times. Y'all gonna keep coming up short. What's meant to be in life is meant to be. And Cruz, and as far as what Cruz would take, he know he didn't win. No, he didn't win at all. And if Tank really would have lost the fight, I would have said he lost. And of course, we in California. This is Mexico. So, I mean,
Gervonta Davis was clearly angry, saying that people do not fully understand what Floyd Mayweather says or does behind the scenes. He claimed he had already warned Floyd that he felt something was not right, accusing him of playing both sides and secretly working against him while pretending to offer support. According to Davis, Floyd's actions were not accidental but intentional, and although many viewed him as a mentor, there were deeper problems that most people did not see. He made it clear that, in his opinion, Floyd was not always acting in his best interest despite how things looked publicly. Davis also explained that their relationship had changed over time, suggesting that Mayweather was moving in ways that hurt him behind closed doors, and he wanted everyone to understand what he believes were Floyd's real motives.
A lot of people don't know that what Floyd do. He said.
So you feel like it was a sub, like he was subbing you, like, oh, like
he was going at me. He was going at me, and I knew for sure he was going at me. That's why I went at him. There's no reason for me to go at Floyd.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Cause I feel like y'all got, I would say love, hate, but it's been like the last interview you showed them love. This week it was whatever. But is that sometimes like, you know, is it just like big bro, little bro seeing things different, or what is it to you?
No, Floyd don't never. He felt as though I'm at that point where as though I passed him, and I'm doing it at a young age. Wait, like when Floyd was 29, you'll see, bro.
Yeah,
that deal that I'm talking about.
Yeah, oh, that's a part of the
deal. He don't know about that yet, but that's bigger than his deal.
Damn. Wow.
And I'm just releasing
it. Exclusive. That's exclusive. Bigger than Floyd deal?
Yeah.
Tank no cap, nigga. That's a lot of bread.
The tension between Gervonta Davis and Floyd Mayweather had been building for years, but it escalated because of personal matters, especially those involving Mayweather's daughter, Yaya Mayweather. What started as a strong mentor-student bond eventually turned into serious conflict and led to their split. Davis had once been signed to Mayweather Promotions, with Floyd guiding him in and out of the ring, but problems began when Tank became frustrated with how much control Floyd had over his career. There were ongoing rumors that Mayweather was too involved in Tank's business decisions, which only added to the anger. Despite the growing strain, many believe the breaking point came when Tank was connected to Yaya Mayweather, bringing private family issues into an already tense situation.
See solid relationships end due to a female, man. They've started multiple wars. There's a reason why a lot of men are locked up right now. There's a reason why a lot of men are in that grave right now. I believe in this case, we don't know all the details, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Tank smashed Floyd's daughter. Tank went ahead and smashed Floyd's daughter on this one and sullied the relationship. It was done after that. But there had to be a reason why he went ahead and went that route. And I think he went that route because there wasn't enough money coming in. And Tank probably thought that it was going to be better than it was early on. So we said, you know what? hey, she throwing it at me. Let me go ahead and do what I do. And from that instance, Floyd said, hey, you got the game up. I'm about to let you really know how it is. You about to go up against a real go-getter, a real headhunter.
Tank's rise and eventual split from Floyd only added more drama to their ongoing feud. Floyd was the one who pushed Tank into the spotlight and promoted him as boxing's next big star, offering guidance and major exposure along the way. But after Tank left Mayweather Promotions, their relationship fell apart, especially when he openly criticized Floyd's management style and made it clear he wanted full control of his own career. Even though both men have moved forward professionally, the tension has not disappeared. Floyd, known for his confidence and business skills, no longer views Tank as his main attraction, and Tank continues to distance himself from Floyd's influence. At this point, the bond they once shared appears permanently broken, proving that personal problems can destroy even the strongest professional partnerships, even in boxing.
Always see solid relationships end due to a female, man. They've started multiple wars. They're a reason why a lot of men are locked up right now. They're a reason why a lot of men are in that grave right now. I believe in this case, we don't know all the details, but I'm just going to go ahead and assume that Tank smashed Floyd's daughter. Tank went ahead and smashed Floyd's daughter on this one and sullied the relationship. It was done after that. But there had to be a reason why he went ahead and went that route. And I think he went that route because there wasn't enough money coming in. And Tank probably thought that it was going to be better than it was early on. So we said, you know what? Hey, she throwing it at me. Let me go ahead and do what I do. And from that instance, Floyd said, hey, you got the game up. I'm about to let you really know how it is. You about to go up against a real go-getter, a real headhunter.
Now that Gervonta Davis has reached superstar level in boxing, many people who helped him along the way want credit, including Adrian Broner. The former world champion recently said he was the first to bring Tank to the gym and claimed that his connection is what helped Floyd Mayweather notice Tank's talent and eventually sign and promote him. Broner shared that Floyd still tells him, "You gave me a good one," recognizing that he introduced him to a future star. Despite the ups and downs in their relationship, Broner believes he played an important part in Tank's journey and still sees him as a little brother. He said he feels proud whenever Tank succeeds and made it clear that he will always support him no matter what. Tank's rise in boxing has been impressive, and while many people were involved in his path, Broner wants his contribution to be remembered, and regardless of whether Tank publicly credits him or not, Broner says he will always view him as family.
I was there.
You can relate to it?
I can relate, and to be honest, I'm the reason he got signed to.
That's a true story.
Explain that. Why? What? How did that happen?
Story.
I brought him to the gym with an AB shirt on.
True story.
But I didn't have everything right yet. You know, everything wasn't moving yet. You know, I was a little slow on my feet. So I gave him the floor. And every time we bring it up, Floyd like, "Thank you, AB. You gave me a good one."
Does that feel like a win for About Billions Promotions as well?
Of course, because at the end of the day, I don't care who promotes Gervonta Davis. I'm still gonna support him. Same way. You know, he's the little brother to me.
Yeah, Tank been around us since he was like 17, 16. Adrian was already famous on TV and everything. He wrote him on the internet.
Adrian Broner openly says that Gervonta Davis is an outstanding fighter with rare talent, praising his power, speed, and ring intelligence. He believes Tank has everything it takes to dominate the lightweight division and defeat anyone put in front of him. Having watched his growth over the years, Broner credits Tank's discipline and hard work for turning him into a top-level star. He is convinced that no current lightweight can truly match Tank's skill set and sees him as a complete fighter who continues to prove himself against elite competition, with his dominance likely to grow even stronger in the future.
Tank got the skills to beat anybody, and he was blessed. He was blessed with the power to hurt anybody if he lands with a solid punch. But I don't think he should go mess with no 147 pounder no time soon. With the skills he got, he can beat anybody. But my opinion, I think he got enough on his plate at 135 pounds with the Shakurs, Ryan Garcia's, Devin Haney's,
Frank Martin, who's
going to be a big name, a good name. and he should just focus on that. Teofimo, who's still one of the best lightweights out there. Even with people, talking shit about him, and I tell fighters, every fight isn't going to be a hands down amazing performance, but as long as you get by, as long as you get the victory and get to the next one, that's all that matters, man. Teofimo is a great talent. He's a good dude, and it's a lot of talent at 135 pounds. And I think Tank should just clean all of that up. Worried about cleaning all of that up one at a time, and then jump to 140 pounds.
Him and Regis right now for the belt.
Yeah, for sure. I think he'd beat Regis though.
Why?
His talent.
Floyd Mayweather's relationship with Gervonta Davis has always seemed more business-focused than personal. While Floyd played a major role in Tank's rise through Mayweather Promotions, many believe his support was motivated by profit rather than genuine mentorship. Now that Tank has left the promotion, Floyd's attitude appears to have shifted, highlighting that his main interest was financial gain, not Tank's success. During Tank's time with Mayweather Promotions, there were frequent tensions, with Tank frustrated by how he was managed. Despite public praise, Floyd never seemed invested in forming a true personal bond, and once Tank went independent, Floyd's support noticeably diminished. Rather than continuing to help beyond business interests, Floyd seemed more focused on control and profit. Tank's independence has allowed him to take full charge of his career, showing he no longer needs Floyd to succeed, which explains why Floyd's support has faded. Ultimately, Floyd's actions reveal that their connection was driven by business, and now that the money is gone, so is his interest in Tank.
He beat Tank. He's just setting up his boy. I think Tank was happy you think Floyd was happy that Tank left?
Can that fight happen for the right now?
Floyd was there at Ryan Garcia and Tank fight for Tank? Floyd loves him. Floyd is going to promote himself. That's why Floyd came out with them damn chains and his $20 million watch. Y'all got to really think about what Floyd, how he beat.
Calvin Ford, Gervonta Tank Davis's longtime mentor and trainer, has always stressed the importance of surrounding oneself with strong support to navigate boxing and life. Ford recalls constantly reminding Tank that while Floyd Mayweather is a legend, Tank is his own man, often saying, "Floyd is Floyd, but you are Gervonta Davis." This distinction was key in shaping Tank's mindset and confidence. Ford also noted that even Floyd recognized the need for Tank to develop his own identity, separate from his former promoter's influence. At times, Tank was surprised by how Ford addressed Floyd, which reinforced the lesson that he needed to step fully into his own role rather than just being seen as Mayweather's protege.
Tank, Floyd is Floyd, but you're Gervonta Davis.
That's right.
Distinguish the two.
Yes.
And me and Floyd used to go to, I said, he's not you, Floyd, he's Tank.
That's right.
And Tank used to look at me like, we talking to Floyd like that?
That's right.
Floyd understood that it was certain things that I had to give to him, well as what he was giving to him.
That's right.
To make that balance, to make the car drive smooth.
That's right.
And it worked. You know what I'm saying? And I told Floyd, like, he's growing into being his own man. Respect the talent.
Respect the talent.
Respect the talent. And we see where he's growing to, That's why when people talk, I say, I can't take shit away from Floyd.
That's right.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because his body of work of being there and nurturing us through them waters and whatnot.
That's right.
Because he's been there where we haven't.
That's right.
But when it came to raising him in this ring.
According to Calvin Ford, both he and Floyd Mayweather taught Gervonta Davis important lessons, describing their guidance as a balancing act. Mayweather offered specific insights, while Ford provided a different perspective, and together they helped Tank grow into a fighter capable of standing on his own. Ford emphasized that despite their differences, he would never diminish Floyd's role, acknowledging, "I can't take anything away from Flo's body of work or the way he guided us through those waters." However, when it came to shaping Tank's individual journey, Ford knew what was needed to help him develop independently. Ultimately, Ford stressed that while Floyd's influence was significant, Tank's growth and success were the result of his own hard work and dedication.
Signing with Floyd, we fast forward a little bit, sign with Floyd. Floyd puts Tank in the position to fight Pedraza. A lot of people were saying that was like, that was a setup fight, so forth and so on. Tank goes in there. What's your thoughts going into that fight? Like, listen, this Pedraza, undefeated champion.
Well, I understood the whole thing. Floyd understood the thing. When you'll see it in our documentary.
Yeah.
But when Floyd was been trying to, because he was trying to fight a lot of guys that was champions. You know what I'm saying? And the guys that he was putting in front of us, you know, they lost their belts. And then when the situation came about when Tank had to fight for, we had no choice but to fight for Pedraza. And that was a hard fight. He was undefeated. He was an Olympian, you know, and he was on the road, you know. And when Tank went in there and put on that performance that night, it was unreal. It was unreal. And that's the fight that I always put in my thoughts. Because I watched.
Floyd Mayweather has always sought to be the center of attention in the boxing world, and even after retiring, he continues to chase the spotlight to keep his name in the headlines. Many believe that rather than fully embracing the new generation, he struggles to let go of his status as boxing's main figure. As Gervonta "Tank" Davis rises to superstardom, Floyd seems to have a hard time accepting that the focus has shifted away from him.
The boxing. And I get it, you a hell of a fighter, bro. You undefeated. But let these young niggas shine, bro. And your daughter still chose wrong. You get what I'm saying? So that shit crazy. You know, people with power, with money, think that they money saved them from the world, but like, nah, bro, you do fucked up shiesty shit, bro. Like, I don't give a fuck how much money you got, bro. I never look at you the same. I never look at you the same, dog.
Tank has established himself as one of boxing's most exciting fighters, with knockout power and a growing fan base that sees him as the sport's future. Yet, instead of fully supporting Tank's rise, Floyd Mayweather often makes statements or gestures that redirect attention back to himself, frequently reminding everyone of his own past dominance. Many analysts believe Floyd needs to accept that his era has passed and that Tank is now the star boxing needs. Rather than competing with him or trying to share the spotlight, Floyd should embrace a mentor role and let the younger generation shine. However, his actions suggest he struggles with someone else taking the throne, and lingering jealousy may influence his behavior as Tank receives the attention Floyd once commanded. While Floyd will always be a legend, the sport is moving forward, and Tank now leads the way. The best Floyd can do is acknowledge this and support Tank without making it about himself, though whether he will do that remains uncertain.
Still want to be hood. Like, what? Nigga, that's ass backwards, bro. Like, no, dog. But, Gervonta Davis, man, you know, a lot of people may say, he's arrogant or whatever the case may be, bro. I don't see it. You know, I just see him playing for the internet. You know, they say something, he say something back. You get what I'm saying? But listen to this, what Gervonta Davis had to say. And it was a good interview. At first, I ain't like it because like the interviewer, you know, he from Gervonta Davis hood too. But it's like he also wanted them to be, wanted the people to know that he's from the hood. He came from the street. Like, nah, bro, like, no.
Floyd Mayweather never wanted Gervonta "Tank" Davis to outshine his own legacy. While he appeared to be guiding Tank's career, it often seemed he was trying to control it in a way that would keep Tank from surpassing him. Tank recently revealed that Floyd pushed him to fight Jose Pedraza, not because it was the best move for his career, but because Floyd wanted him to lose. Pedraza was an undefeated world champion and a risky opponent for someone so young and inexperienced, making it the perfect chance to derail Tank's rise. However, Tank defied expectations, dominating Pedraza and claiming the IBF super featherweight title, turning what could have been a setback into a defining moment that showcased his extraordinary talent. This unexpected victory likely frustrated Floyd, proving that Tank could achieve greatness on his own terms. It's now clear that while Floyd once tried to control Tank's path, he underestimated his protégé's potential. Today, with Tank as one of boxing's biggest stars, Floyd can no longer hold him back. Tank's success is entirely his own, proving he was destined to shine regardless.
When Gervonta Davis was talking about the beef between him and Floyd Mayweather and how he wanted him to lose against Jose Pedraza, when I watched the end, when they was announcing Tank as the winner, you could see Floyd Mayweather in the back just looking salty, wiping his nose. He not even really clapping. He looking like, damn, this nigga beat the odds. But y'all, this shit is crazy. Look at this photo. Look how Floyd is looking at Gervonta like, damn, I wanted you to lose for real. The whole fight hit different. Y'all need to go watch it over. This shit crazy, fool. So if people don't know, allegedly the beef stemmed from Floyd Mayweather's daughter Snapchatting Gervonta on Snapchat. I'm guessing people when Floyd Camp got wind of that and they told Floyd like, hey, I think Gervonta knocking your daughter boots. Floyd said, Gervonta knocking my daughter boots? Nah. Then they showed on the proof. They like, look, the proof is in the pudding. And he's all up in it.
That
That concludes
wraps up
today's movie.
story.
Remain tuned
Stay
until
tuned
next
for the
time.
next one.